So in your 42 years of experience at this point, what do you find to be the cause of most spinal issues?
Well, a lot of the deeper problems actually come from old injuries. That's basically going to be the most common. So people getting an old whiplash when they're 20, or they getting a ski injury, or they have some problem. The first wife hits them with a rolling pin. So there has to be something many times that creates the chronicness. And then more contemporary type issues are muscular, a lot of postural things. So if muscle tissue is in a chronic position, that tends to shorten and harden in that shape. So that inhibits the spinal joint movement. And there's other issues too. There's visceral issues, and visceral just relates to your organ tissue, your lungs, your hearts, your livers, your kidneys. And so if you have let's say a chronic stomach irritation, you will have also a spinal irritation kind of between the shoulder blade area. So sometimes you might think that a person has a problem between their shoulder blades, but you find out that the spine actually is not too off there. So then you start to ask questions if it's a visceral type of problem. And I worked in Belgium for a while, as you know, and there was a type of coffee there that gave people a ninth thoracic problem. So if a person came in with that particular configuration, he'd say, do you drink this type of coffee? And they'd say, yeah, and he'd say, don't drink this type of coffee for a while. Patient come back and the muscular block would be gone because it was visceral in origin.
Right, so that's why people have miracle cures for like cramps or digestive problems or constipation, things like that.
Sometimes, but you can't always say that the spine is the origin of those things.
Right.
Now, if the spine is the origin of those things, then there's immediate change. So that's when you change, be it constipation or chronic esophagitis or what have you. See, when it's actually neurological from the spine, then you can change all kinds of things. So chiropractors are famous for changing things that they didn't even know they were going to change.
Right.
The first chiropractic patient, as you remember, was deaf. He'd fallen downstairs or something, and then the first chiropractor, old Daniel Palmer, gave him a good whacking and he got his hearing back. See, and people didn't understand the neurology of that for another 25 years after he did it.
Right.
So chiropractors many times fix things that are not well understood, but the neurology will come in later.